Hi there, how you doing? Apologies for not uploading as many videos as I have done over the spring and the summer and the years gone by. Basically, I've been struggling. I've had to, after my summer holidays, I changed my medication, and it just knocked me about. Just for ages, I was tired. I had back pain. I just couldn't do as much as I wanted to do. So, other than feeding the chickens and harvesting the odd bit here and there, not a lot has happened really since, well, for most of September, and obviously the best part of the beginning of October. No point in blogging all the time, because I don't want to bore you with the details of, well, this is me collecting the eggs, and this is me doing this, and this is me doing that, and all the time the allotment around me is, not much else is going on. Anyway, I seem to be getting there. I seem to be on the up, as it were, rather than on the down. Today feels like a good day, so the weather's nice, which has been another thing. The weather's been crap. There's no other word for it. The last few weeks, a lot of rain, a lot of wind. So on the days when I have been good, or I felt a little bit better, the chances are that it's been absolutely hammering it down with rain. So there's not a lot I could do anyway. So anyway, so the weather's nice today. I'm feeling all right. So the plan is to get the allotment on the way to being ship shape and put to bed for the winter. So all in all, in the next maybe week or two, I should be back on track and everything should be back to normal. There's a few little bonus jobs that I still haven't done yet. For instance, you'll see that I haven't put the second greenhouse up simply because I just haven't been able to do it. And so it can wait, if that doesn't get done till the depths of winter or the spring, it's neither here nor there really. The space is cleared for it, the frame's down here, so it's not the end of the world. I would like it up for the end of spring. I know I said I wanted it up for the winter so I could get some salad crops and stuff in, but that's not going to happen now, unfortunately. So we'll push that deadline out and hopefully get that done for spring, and just concentrate on tidying now really. And my kale's growing for my winter greens, which will keep the chickens happy. Got a few cabbages left, which keeps me happy. And yeah, that's it really. It's just end of season for me. Without the second greenhouse up, I don't think I'll be growing much over the winter. That's it really. But obviously I'll still be pottering down here. I'll still be coming down to sort the chickens out. Hopefully going to improve their chicken run some more over the winter. I'd like to extend it further, give them more space. I want to give them as much space as possible. So that's a job that I can do when nothing's growing really, and it's the sort of thing that I can come down here, I can light myself a bit of a fire, make a brew, and I can potter on with that. So yeah, all in all, getting there. And sorry for waffling on, but I just thought I'd explain really. But yeah, so all's good now. I will spin the camera around and I will show you what's going on. Hello chucks. They're helping themselves to some cabbages, that's fair enough. So yeah, this sweet corn bed, that needs clearing. There is an asparagus in the corner somewhere, but I've never had any joy with that asparagus. So it's just going to get churned into everything else. That needs clearing there, and the compost bins need moving around. So I'm going to have a bit of a fire here at some point. There's the kale all sorted for the winter. It's doing pretty good actually. The fruit bushes have gone in here now. 1, 2, 3. There's a kale at the back. All that needs weeding, and then I have my compost. Probably see over there in the distance, centre of the screen. That's been delivered, so that's got to top up some raised beds and cover things over. I've got a load of newspapers which I'm going to put down first. The pond is much of a muchness at the moment. It's dying back. The fish are massive when you see them, but they're actually going to get rehomed soon. My grandparents have got a big pond, so they said they can go down there for the winter. Oh, there's one in the corner. This area is pretty much done now. There's a couple of cabbages left. The rest are for the chickens. That was the wildflower area and the sunflowers, if you remember it. That again needs weeding through, covering newspaper, cardboard bark, whatever, for the winter. That'll stay as it is. Okra's growing nice. I think we have to harvest that soon, but I'm not sure. Apparently it spreads, which is fine by me because I want it to completely cover that area there, and then I can pick at it willy-nilly. A couple of the old pumpkins left. So this bed needs clearing out. As you can see, squirrels have been helping themselves, which I don't mind. I need to pick the last of my chilies. Same here. This bed needs clearing out as well. I've already done that bed, that needs burning. The cosmos can come up soon. And then those two beds there need clearing. And then eventually, now the greenhouse is done, that needs emptying out. It's the last of the tomatoes and the chilies are drying. And then hopefully I can make my own chili powder. So here's the before, and then hopefully I will do a video in a couple of days and you will see the after. Right, enough talking, more doing. Hi there, it's another lovely day down the allotment, and I got quite a bit done actually. I've just popped down for an hour or two, fed the chickens, changed their water, all that kind of malarkey. I thought I'd do a few more raised beds, get them ready for the winter. My fire had burnt out and I've piled a load of stuff up, don't know if you can see, and they're ready for the next one. I prefer to have fires rather than get rid of, you know, rubbish, because, you know, the potash and everything that you get from the fire is good for your garden. It saves me buying, you know, fertilizers and stuff. So I really don't understand people who pile up their weeds and then ship them out in a skip. Just, why put nutrients into your garden and then take the nutrients out of your garden? Anyway, it's not for me, but hey ho, different folks and different strokes and all the rest of it. Anyway, I will spin the camera around and I will show you what I've done. You'll obviously know the before, and here's the after. Hi there, how you doing? Apologies if the camera is a little bit shaky. I can't seem to get it in a perfect position, so I'm holding it on my little stick, whatever I call it, my camera stick. It's been a good day today. It's been quite relaxing because I've not really felt up to it. Sorry, I thought there was a wasp coming in the shed. Not really felt up to it, but I've potted throughout the day. I brought lunch down here. I've stopped for several cups of tea and several cups of coffee, and all in all got quite a bit done over the last 3 days. I feel like I'm back on top of everything after, you know, the few weeks, well, months of you know, not feeling great. So I feel like I've caught up. I wouldn't say I'm ahead yet, but I'm there or thereabouts anyway, breaking even. The beds are, well, I'll tell you what, I'll show you. That's probably the best. So as you can see, it's a lovely day. I've had a couple of fires just to get some potash ready for next year. It's quite a bit there already now because I've been burning everything, old bits of wood, obviously nothing that's been treated or plastic, or it's all been organic matter and bits of timber that I've no longer used because they've rotted away, and I'll use that in various different things over the next year. I'll just kind of put it to one side, sprinkle it around, so that's all good. This is the one area that's still yet to be done, the apple tree and the wildlife area. Obviously, I think I've said to you before, that's where all my raspberries are going to go. So from here, from the edge of the fire up until the apple tree will be more raspberries. So all these beds are now done, finished off. Oh, there's the fish out. Probably can't see them because the sun's quite bright. And I've started to chop down some of the wildflowers and some of the calendula that were down there, so that's all good to go for next year. I put some soil there because I'll probably grow something there next year, because as a walkway it was pretty redundant, so I can have a thin strip going up the middle. I can put a pumpkin there and stuff. Soil's really good. This bed is try and get out of shot. This bed's now sorted. There's nothing sown in there yet, just the cages there to really stop the chickens from scratching around too much. I don't want to make too much of a mess. Now I've got it all, you know, levelled. Tidied up all this area, so I will soon be able to walk through again, as soon as I cut back the lemon balm. The cosmos have gone. We're going to start getting frosts now, and they're going to die soon, and it's a shame, but I needed to cut them down while I had the energy to do it. So they were only going to last 2-3 more weeks, so it's probably best that they went now. That'll be my weed pile, because that's where the pumpkins were, if you remember, and they take a lot of nutrients out of the soil. So I will leave all that there over winter until it rots down. All the nitrogen and all the goodness will go back into the soil there, and then I'll move it out of the way, stick it in the compost bin, and I'll probably grow squashes and stuff there next year. That's the other raspberry bed, or the Loganberry, can't remember. They're normally quite big raspberries. Actually, made a lie of me, that's a little one. Strawberry bed's been done. Again, the cucumber canes are just there to stop the chickens getting in it, because the chickens will be roaming free now till next spring. Obviously when I'm not here they'll be locked up safe. Cucumber and tomato bed that's all good for next year. Started to chop down my pots. As you notice, tomatoes are gone. Sweet corn bed, all sorted, all good to go. Oh, I got given some garlic today, so I've put some garlic in. So there we have it, from the plot holder next door. Oh, almost went a cropper then. That was almost me head first into the garlic. So yeah, the plot holder next door gave me some garlic they had spare, which is nice of him. Obviously kale, which my chickens keep eating. I don't mind. The other raised bed, all sorted. The bed where the wildflowers were, that's sorted. And move this out of the way. So yeah, it's been pretty good. Everything is starting to take shape, and it's starting to look like an autumn allotment. Just could do with some more bark now, just to top up my paths and to mulch certain areas. For instance, around the fruit bushes there, I'd quite like to mulch all them, and a really deep mulch. Probably noticed that I've put some apples about. They're actually nailed on. There's a nail driven into there, and you stick the apple on, and the birds like to peck at it, and the squirrels will nibble at it. Something I've done for years really with old windfalls, because you know, gives them something back. Same here. apple on a stick, and I've got the odd one dotted around. Just helps nature, really. So yeah, it's been good. Why is it wherever you stand, that's where the smoke comes? You know, I've got a few minor tasks to do, which I'm quite happy about. Gives me something to be pottering on with on the good days over winter. You know, there's also a possibility that I might still get that greenhouse up if I can get someone to help me, maybe. But yeah, I've got some raised beds at home which I'm going to bring down. Just little ones. They're only, I don't know, maybe 60 litres. So I can bring those down and get out the sun. So I can bring those down and get them filled up, ready for next year. Thinking about having them where the cabbages are, just over there towards the pond. But yeah, a lot more raised beds next year. A lot more. In this area here, where the sweet corn and everything was, I'm going to have a couple more raised beds here. Just odd ones that I've, any reclaimed wood that I can get my hands on. I'm just going to build the odd bed. Things that I can get, some kale, some carrots, you know, herbs, tomatoes, chilies, all that kind of things, all the things we eat in. I'd like another big strawberry bed. I mean, I've got this one, and I've tempted to use that one as a strawberry bed, but it's a good bed, and I don't want to have my two best beds taken up with strawberries. So no. Another thing I was thinking about doing was over here where the fruit bushes are by the apple tree and where the raspberries are, thinking about putting strawberries there on the floor, so they'll grow under the gooseberries and under the blackcurrants and everything else. But I don't know whether that's a good idea or not, so feel free to tell me what you think. Anyway, I'm pooped. I'm going to go home and have a cup of tea, because I've been drinking coffee down here today because I had no milk, and I really fancy a cup of tea. Really want a cup of tea. All you fellow Brits out there will know how important it is to have tea. I just don't think any other nation gets it. I think possibly the Indians get it, Pakistanis as well, they might get it, Chinese, you know, but oh, I miss it. I crave tea, and I'm really getting a craving for tea. So until next time, people, speak soon.